Hey guys, this is Random Guy 1001, and I'm here to give a quick non-spoiler review of Diary of the Future President Season 2. So I'm here basically just to tell you my opinions on the show, non-spoiler, and tell you if I would recommend it. If I think you should take about 5 hours out of your time to watch this show. Um, without further ado, let's just get into it. So, one thing that I really liked about this that was present in season one, but I think much more in season two was, the comedy. There were some great lines, and obviously it's not the focus of the show. That's not the main thing. It's mainly like a teen drama show, but there is some great comedy, and it's something I really like about this show, and it really fits well in a show like this, and I think they do it really well. So now I'm going to talk about the actual plot, the storylines, the character development. So yeah, there were main three plots in this show. I won't get into spoilers, don't worry. I'll just tell you like briefly uh, what exactly they're dealing with. That's the type of thing you get in a description of the season. Um, so we first had the sort of storyline with Gabby and Sam. At first, Sam was moving in, and Gabby, which is Elena and Bobby's mom, is having to deal with them growing up, dealing with their own problems. Her feeling like they're growing apart, all that kind of stuff. We had Bobby. He was hiding this secret. I won't tell you what it is. I'll let you watch the show to see that. So yeah, he was hiding things from his parents. He threw this whole party later on in the show, and he hid that from Sam and Gabby. He was really, and then yeah. So they did well with that, and Elena, she was running as the student rep, I think. Yeah, the student rep for her grade, I believe. So yeah, and I really like that they in this show they were able to connect all the storylines very well. They stayed focused on it. They um, didn't do a thing where they just learned a bunch of little lessons, different lessons in each episode. No, like they had they did different types of things, but it all went into their one character arc. It all went into their one story arc, and they stayed focused on that, and I really liked that. Also, another thing that I really liked about this season was there was this character which was like Elena, but in the future. 'Cause if you saw season one, there was this actor cast as Elena when she becomes this future president, as it suggests in the title. And in season two, we saw her as this kind of person that was like her voice, like the voice in her head. Yeah, but physically manifested, and I really like that because, all of us have that little voice in our head trying to tell us what to do, tell us what not to do. And the actor did really well. She was a kind of like playful personality, and it was just really fun to see that on screen. So yeah, I overall enjoyed this show. It was by no means perfect, but there weren't a lot of flaws. There were more good things than flaws. All of the flaws were really little, in my opinion. So I overall give this season, season two of Diary of a Future President, an 8 out of 10. I think this show would hit a specific audience well. probably teenagers around that age, like around the age of the characters, would really enjoy this show. I think it would be really good for them. Um, but I think a lot of people outside of the age range aren't, or like outside of the target demographic of this show, may not enjoy it. Who knows? Like you may enjoy it, you may not. But I think mostly people that would be, sort of in the similar age range to Elena and Bobby, they probably enjoyed the show the most, I think. So yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. So now I'm gonna put this show on my ranking of Disney Plus original series, which if you've been along for a while, watching my channel, you know that that's a thing that I usually do. So I'd say I put this show at just 8th place, right above High School Musical series season 2, and right under season 1, just sandwich in there. I'd say that I would be very close to putting this under High School Musical season 2, but I think this one was just more well done in terms of writing, in terms of story arcs. I may have enjoyed High School Musical season 2 a little bit more. They had some pretty fun characters in that show. I won't get into that too much. So yeah, it's at number 8, right there on the list, you can see. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe, because I make content on the other Disney Plus shows that come out. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, then be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.